Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another week of Xposed. What's up? I'm so excited to see you. Are you excited to see me? Okay, fine, whatever. I'm excited to see you. Welcome to my channel. Of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, what you waiting on? Make sure you subscribe. Of course, this week I want to say shout out to Reach Entertainment. See, I'm rocking my shirt, my hat and my shorts. That's why I'm kind of messed up. You see, summer is coming and you need a little workout outfit and stuff like that. Like, hey, or hey, carnival, whatever. But you know, big up Reach. Reach Entertainment, of course, you can find them on Facebook or IG, Reach Entertainment. All right. Yeah, I like my hat. All right, so this week we're talking about why do people love having sex in public places? I'm sure we've all been there at one time or the other, especially if you're an adventurous person. I know you've definitely been there, done that, bought that t-shirt and threw it out. Yay! I'm so excited about this topic. All right, so what is defined as public sex? Now, while sex on top of a picnic table in a public park is pretty clearly sex in public, you know, what about the other situations? Most states have laws that prohibit sex in a public restroom and other public facilities. What about sex in the car? Okay, if you are parked on a main street during the day, clearly visible to passerbys, that would qualify as public setting. But a New York court has ruled that sex in the car was not sex in public places unless the act could be readily seen by passersby. So you could actually have sex in your car and it would be like, okay, as long as nobody don't see you. So hey, have some public sex, okay? Just don't get caught. So yeah, it really depends on which state you are, because in some states, you know, the laws are a little different. So you want to definitely make sure, you know, what is okay, because you definitely don't want to be having no you don't want to be catching no charges for having sex, child. Lord, that wouldn't look good on the record at all. All right, so there are two main categories of people who engage in public sex. All right, there's those like myself that gets thrilled out of being watched or the idea of being caught. Like, that's what I love. Okay, yeah, so yes, those that get the thrill of being caught, just the idea, okay, or that somebody's watching. Even in my, sometimes I'm having sex and I just imagine that somebody's watching me and I be all extra like, hey. Oh my god. All right, so there are others though who have very little interest in whether they're watched and just won't let morals or laws stop them from having sex wherever they want. All right, so the first group of people are called exhibitionists. So I'm an exhibitionist. For them, being watched is actually half the fun. Okay, going somewhere and doing it in private detracts from the whole experience. The second group, however, are not interested in being watched, but they just have a screw you attitude to those who, you know, may not want to watch them. And while they're going at it, they don't care if kids are around or whatever it is. So it's much more like, you know, they just don't know better. You know, they just don't know better. They come across just like some petulant kids who they haven't learned anything. Like, there's a time and place for having sex. They just don't care, you know. Won't do better, one of those. Anyways, people who have sex need to be careful though, because like I said, some countries will be okay with it and some countries won't be okay with it. So you want to make sure you know the rules, you know, before you just having sex. Like, it's all good to be having fun and getting it on and, you know, get your adventure, but just in case you get caught, you want to know what happens, okay? All right, so public sex is a misdemeanor in most states. All right, the laws that criminalize public sex make it a misdemeanor crime, so it's not a big deal. Some state, however, though, you know, they have explicit laws that criminalize public sex. So you got to be careful. They will charge you for indecent exposure, and that's whether any part of your show, whether you're showing some titties or you're showing some panani or some body, they will charge you for indecent exposure. Other states might charge you for lewd act. Okay, and lewd act includes sexual acts. You know, it's a misdemeanor, like I said. It's basically defined by the standards of the state where it's happening. So one state might think it's okay to pop a nipple. Another state might say, oh, hell no, how dare you pop a nipple. You get it? All right, so just in case you get caught, what's your defense? Like, seriously, suppose you got caught having sex. What would your defense be like? I didn't mean to do it. It wasn't me. Anyways, there are few defenses that a person charged with having sex in public could raise. However, you know, there's only few. Now, you might want to try this one. Let's say if it's in a car, and depending on where it's parked, you could argue that, hey, it's in a secluded spot, you know, nobody's walking by, you know, stuff like that. So you could use that as a defense. And you could also say, as long as nothing was showing, like your breasts, your vagina, or your dick was showing, you could always say, oh, it was not sex, we were just getting hot. You know, you could deny the sex as long as nobody actually see nothing, you know, this happening. You can actually say, oh yes, it wasn't sex, it was just steamy engagement. Okay, all right, so just for you to know, there are actual penalties. Of course, if you get in charge, there's gonna be some penalties, right? So the penalties for that, it could carry you up to 1 year in prison, or they could charge you. You know, you could get a fine, or they could charge you. Again, it depends on which state you're in. But of course, if you ever get caught, make sure you hire one of the best public defense lawyer. Maybe not. Oh my God, just make sure you hire the best criminal defense lawyer you can get, because you are going to need it. All right, okay, good. So everybody has their own sexual fantasies, honey. Some people like to role play, some people like feet, some people like to be kinky, some people fantasize about having multiple partners. So what's wrong with want to have sex in public places? Okay, but of course, while you're fantasizing, if you haven't, all the list that I'm about to say right now, you could go like ding ding. Or you could just add it on your list and make it a thing to do. Okay, so here are some of the spots, the top 10 spots that people say are the places to have sex: workplace, the balcony, the swimming pool, the dressing room, campus or library, movies, public bathroom, beach, the car, or of course the number one spot was the park. I'm trying to remember if I had sex in a park before. I know one place I always wanted to have sex though was Devon House. Because in Jamaica, like, if you haven't had sex at Devon House, like, you haven't had sex. If you're one of those persons that just have sex, adventurous sex, it's like Devon House is like this place. Okay, apparently. But I have done the workplace, I've done the balcony, I've done the swimming pool, I've done the dressing room. Have I? Dressing room. Yeah. Ooh, I've done the dressing room. I haven't done the library or campus. I haven't done the movies. I want to do the movies. I've definitely done public bathroom, the beach, the car, and the park. Oh yes, I've done the car. I've done the car park. I've done the elevator. I've done the club. Oh Lord, club, strip club, club. Yes, happened. Been there. On the highway. Yeah, I've done some places. I've covered some places. It's exciting though. You know what? It's just that I'm thinking, like, we're not supposed to be having sex right now. What if we get caught? Right? It's just it's a thrill. Like, that adrenaline rush is just something that's just sweet to experience. Okay, all right, so your exposed vocab for this week is dogging, and dogging is a British English slang term for engaging in sexual acts in a public or semi-public place and watching others do so. Okay, there may be more than two participants, so it could be like a gangbang or like, you know, swing party, stuff like that, you know. As observation is encouraged, voyeurism and exhibitionism are closely associated with dogging. So that's your word for this week, dogging. Okay, and dogging is the English slang term that refers to sexual acts in a public or semi-public place. Okay, all right, so your health tip for this week is knock one back. Yes, knock one back. A glass of red wine a day is good for you. Studies found that the polyphenols, a type of antioxidants in green tea and red wine and olives, may also help protect you against breast cancer. Okay, ladies, so get you a bottle of wine, get your glass, and make sure when you come home from work every day, or your man just stressing you, or the kids stressing you, honey, you just send them to bed and you have yourself a glass of wine. Put your feet up, go in the bathroom. You know what, that's the perfect place too. I like to do that sometimes, like just go in my bath, run some bubble bath, you know, run some water, and just lay there and have a glass of wine, listen to some music, unwind. The kids be so annoying. Is it just me? Do your kids be bothering you when you go into the shower, into the bathroom? Like, they just have to come to you at that time. Like, ugh, annoying. I know. Anyways. So, my final thought for you this week, hooking up in a public place may not be society's stamp of approval, but taking part in any act that feels forbidden has a serious way of spicing up your sex life. Taboos charge up many of us because fear and passion in public all press a very thin line. So kissing and touching, even a full-on intercourse in public, it just pressed that button for many of us, right? Yes. The idea of someone else who might be watching or just getting caught, it can be super arousing, okay? The thriller is more about the risk of getting caught. Connecting with your partner in a new way and handing over control not only be relaxing, it can also help you to feel closer to your boo, okay? It may also help you to experience a more explorable, deeper, pleasurable orgasm. Yes. Whew, Chad, I've had some experience. Ooh, I'm gonna share one with you before I go. The ones I masturbate to the most. Anyways, so these are the reasons why people have sex in public, y'all. Spontaneity is sexy, okay? It's very sexy when you don't know and it just happens. Oh my God. Let's say just for that sake, you're a woman and you didn't wear underwear that day, right? And your man just back you up in a corner, like automatically you just like get wet. For me, I get wet just not wearing panties, shit. So you could imagine, like, just back me up already. I'm always horny. Except when I'm pissed. Okay. Having the secret between you and your partner, it bonds you together, okay? Because it's like, you know, when you go to certain places, you're like, oh yeah, we did the nasty right there, right? Yes. And then the other thing is anonymity. Anonymity is exciting. Let's say you go to another country. Who the fuck you care seeing you have sex? At least you know your mama ain't gonna pop up on you, or your pastor or something. Child, it's your husband, it's your wife. Have fun. Damn, ain't nobody know you, child. Enjoy it. Enjoy the moment. All right. The other thing is putting on a show is arousing. That's personal for me, because even with dancing, I'm like, yo, I'm like, then that turns me on. The thought that somebody's watching me and, you know, getting a rose watching me, I get a rose from them watching me being a rose. You get it, whatever. You get a Anyways, the other reason why people love public sex is because you aren't in control. Yes, you aren't in control, right? You're just doing it. There's no like, okay, we're gonna start this and start one. Like, you don't know if somebody's gonna walk up on you. You don't know what the hell's gonna happen. So you're not in control right now. You're not even in control of your pussy, bitch. That's why you're getting fucked right now. Like, yes. Oh my god. Wait, I'm very sure I'm not supposed to be saying those words here. Okay, this is grown show. Did I tell you this is for a mature audience only? Yes, okay. Other reason why people have sex in public is because it's liberating to break the rules. Yes, just like when you're on a diet and it's nice to have some pizza or some ice cream. Talking about ice cream, I feel like I should have some ice cream tonight. Yeah, I feel like some ice cream right now. I'm gonna have me some ice cream. But yes, it feels liberating to break the rules. Like when you know you're not supposed to be doing something and you do it, like, it's liberating. Okay, stop being what everybody else thinks and wants and have their own perception of who you are. Don't do it. All right, so the other reason why people like public sex is because it makes old sex feel fresh and new. It's like, for me, every time I have sex, child, I'll go back to the same places, the ones I'm gonna share with you in a bit. I go back. I always go back. I try to live in the moment and enjoy, but if ever it gets boring, I definitely go back. So I guess if that's cheating, I cheat all the damn time. Well, maybe not all the time. Maybe like 90%, 80. Okay, fine, 60. All right, the other reason is that you'll always have a good story to tell, and that's the final point, and I'm about to share my story with you. So, public sex. Okay, so one of the places that I like to go back to is, yes, Margaret. Oh, shit, am I supposed to say where? Well, it happened already. Anyways, I went to Margaritaville. I'm not gonna say which one, but went to Margaritaville, and oh my god, you know, it was like pool party and shit. So I was in the jacuzzi upstairs, and then I came out, you know, and the person I was with, like, it was raining, and we were like right there dancing on the balcony, everybody walking around, people just having sex and looking over the people downstairs. Like, that shit was like, oh fuck yes. That's everything. I go back to that moment every single time. I'm sorry, it was hot. Rain, jacuzzi, people walking by, looking over people, just doing my mirror thing, and nobody knows you're doing it. You see, I'm excited. I love exciting sex. It's supposed to be. I remember this one time in the elevator. Oh my god. I'm not gonna spill all the tea now. Not because I'm wearing my lemons. Hey, popping my lemons. I ain't gonna be spilling all my tea. I'm gonna save it for the book. Okay. Thank you for joining me on Xposed this week. I hope to see you next week, child. Walk good, live good. Xposed, separating the reality from the fantasy. Remember to hit that subscribe button. Leave your thoughts and your comments on why you think people like to have public sex. Let me know your stories. I share mine. Share some of yours with me. Remember to hit that subscribe button. See you next week. Bye.